Yeah, I was gonna play Last Stand Academy tonight. I was gonna get the demo for that, but yeah, for some inexplicable reason, they did not release the demo on Switch. I think they might be waiting until Thursday. But yeah, sucks that like PC owners got to the demo first. I don't know. We'll have to see if it launches tomorrow or not. Pinball Zone. Yeah, I was really worn out last night, so I'm not sure how long I'm gonna keep streaming today. Let's see. Okay. Da 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 da. Oh, here we go. So yeah, the big news of the day is that apparently a bunch of female pilots have screwed the pooch when it comes to an unmanned flight. Oof. Way to continue that legacy of female pilots, ladies. There we go. Yeah, even in this day and age, this kind of thing still happens. It's kind of crazy. It's almost like it doesn't work. Okay. Snowing. Yeah, it's been pretty bad all week. I was snowed in on day one. I got it plowed, but yeah, it's pretty bad. Yeah. Oh shit. Oh, there it is. Okay. How do I? There we go. That's all I had to do. Unbelievable. So now I have to beat the stage again. I'm, I'm trying to decide what we're gonna buy this week because I think I'm definitely gonna pick up a new game, but I'm not sure exactly what I want to play. It'll probably be Tamba or something like that. Like they're ending the Nintendo Gold Coin membership thing, which makes me think that I don't know. Like the fact that they're doing it now is interesting because I feel like that means that like the Switch 2 might be coming out like really soon. Like I don't think they would end it if like uh they weren't planning on transitioning immediately. So like I really feel like they might like the release date for the Switch 2 might be like way earlier than we're expecting, like June maybe. That might be interesting. But we'll have to see. Kaze and what I've never heard of it. A year, yeah. Yeah, I'll probably be using all mine immediately. Because I was just getting ready to use mine to buy like something for $20. Like I have about like $18 right now, and I I knew with the next couple of purchases I'd be able to get like a cheap like $20 thing for free, and I was like really looking forward to that. And it seems like this is gonna be the last time I use them ever. I have like way too many games on my wish list. I don't know. I have like what, like 50 games on them. Well, To be fair, like I think like 15 of the games I have on my wish list right now are like Atelier games. So like yeah, I do need some variety in there. Those things go on sale all the fucking time. Like I swear, if you got really into those games, we'd be like picking them up on sale like every weekend. It's just I really do need to finish Ryza though. I don't know when I'm gonna get around to it. Like, oh, here we go. Okay. Uh, awesome. Yeah, this was not the stage to not get all the puzzle pieces in. It's too slow paced for that. Mm. Yeah, I was thinking after I beat the Wonderful 101, uh, we're probably gonna play Bayonetta or something. I mean, beat the Wonderful 101. I mean, like do everything in the Wonderful 101. Uh, it's still not okay. Yeah, I feel a little bit more wide awake today. I don't know if it's because I had melatonin last night or what. I'm not sure if that's exactly. Okay. Okay. Yeah, so we're gonna have to stay up until that's done baking. Let's see here. Okay. Yeah, there was something I wanted to like download and play again, but I don't remember what it was. It might have been Bayonetta 3. It might have been, I don't know. I was thinking about playing something, but I don't remember what it was. I mean, Pac-Man I've been thinking about playing again. Okay. Yeah, a lot of this looks very WarioWare-esque, huh? Got it. All right. And after this, we'll be able to fight the boss here. Okay. So we'll be about halfway through the game. Wait, is there a final set of levels? Or you go to the final boss? I honestly don't remember. I don't think you do. I think you go straight to the final boss. I don't remember there being a final set of levels. That would make sense, but this is trying to make you choke, isn't it? Okay. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Really? Got it. Got him. Okay. How much further do we have to go? Got it. We've escaped. We've escaped. Yeah, we got it. Excellent. Uh, what? How do you get medals? I'm like really confused about this. I don't think I've ever actually bought anything from the shop. Sprite work in this game is amazing. Okay. Okay. I feel like a lot of DS games started getting really lazy with their sprite work because it wasn't like the big thing anymore. But this is still like when they were taking sprite work super seriously. Like I love Mario and Luigi, but like um there's definitely like this weird feeling with like the sprite work where it's just kind of lazy, especially with the environments. You know, we really have to play Wario World. I've never actually finished it, so what the hell is that? How do we save D&D? What happened to it? I mean, there is no saving D&D because it was always gay. It was always satanic. Uh, I mean, at least that's what I've been told. Yeah, I got so tired of what I've gotten really tired of seeing hearing like D&D fans like complain about that like I just honestly don't even like you know, have any patience for it. It's like, oh shit. Okay, fuck. I lost to a chicken farting out eggs. Okay. They are pretty crazy, yeah. That's kind of why I miss them though. Like I love WarioWare, but like I don't know, they don't have the same vibe. You know, I just at least has this weird like dark vibe to it that like you don't really see from a lot of Nintendo properties. I feel like Wario World's kind of like that too. Not so much 2 and 3, but yeah, Shake It's not like that at all. Shake It has like I don't know, it's a little bit different in Shake It. Yeah, I'd say tone wise, it's probably closer to like 2 and 3. Oh yeah, Captain Syrup isn't in this game. She's not in 3 either, is she? Man, I miss Captain Syrup. She's such a great villain, and you don't really see like people talk about her much. I mean, she's helping you in Shake It, which is the last time we saw her, I believe. So I would really like to see her again. Yeah, a lot of people don't realize that like she actually had a similar Samus twist because they didn't reveal that it was a woman until the end. Loads of videos propping up making a huge deal of this coin thing from Nintendo. Yeah, for sure. For sure. You never saw anybody talking about the coin system before this. And like if anything, you saw a lot of people continue the hoax that like Nintendo games never go on sale. When like the gold coin thing was right there, for you to like utilize the to give yourself a sale whenever you want, it was really dumb. I didn't respect it at all. Yeah, my thing with the platinum coins is that like whenever I tried to order things from them, they would always make me pay shipping. And I'm just like, no, fuck you. I am not paying shipping for like a Pikmin themed thing, It's just like I don't know. I hate paying shipping. I always have. Like the instant that like Amazon Prime like allowed me to like skip that shit, I signed up for an instant. Like I can't stand. I mean, to be fair, that was like a holdover for when I was broke and like couldn't afford things like that. So yeah, it probably would be a big deal now, but yeah, whenever I tried to do it and would get hit with that message, no. Um, I don't really order things from Nintendo.com for that reason, actually. I would say like I I actually did it like for Christmas this year, like get a hold of like all the games I wanted because they don't let you buy Switch games on Amazon anymore for some reason. So like I ordered a bunch of like the gifts off of there, but yeah, I don't really buy things for myself there. Yeah, I think they give you like free shipping if you get $50 worth of orders on there. Oh, oh, you got to be kidding me. Yeah, I was a fucking idiot. Like, I looked on Twitter today, and I'm just kind of like, I wonder when Last Stand Academy is coming out. So like, I look and I find the game on Nintendo's Twitter feed, and they're just like, "Oh, it's coming out early next year," and I'm just like, "Oh, so Switch is still getting games in 2026?" And so like, I post about it, and then I look at it again, and I realize that like, wait, this was posted last year. Like the demo came out today, so I was kind of confused about why it ended up on my feed. I think it was because did I really just miss that? Wow. Um, but yeah, I'm kind of fired up for Last Stand Academy actually. Everything I'm hearing from like people who have played the demo on PC, it's available now on PC. People who have been like talking about it on PC, uh, they're coming away from it with a really positive impressions. So I'm definitely really interested in seeing what they do with it. Um, like I was seriously down on the idea of like playing another game from like the Danganronpa guys, but I don't know. I think if it's not a mystery, yeah, Prime 4 and like Legend ZA, yeah, those two have been confirmed, but like we don't know when either of those are coming out. Um, and it might be possible for like Pokemon Gen 10 to come out of nowhere. Like it's not typical. Pokemon typically doesn't like come out like year one on Nintendo hardware. Like they tend to wait a while. They tend to be like a mid-gen thing. Like we didn't get like Sword and Shield until like what? Like what was it? Like 2019? Oh yeah, speaking of Pokemon, did you see that like Niantic is like getting bought out? Like there was a thread about it on 4chan just before I went live. Like people are saying that like redesigning like the female character models like caused them to lose their entire player base, which wouldn't surprise me because I imagine that was like their core demographic. Um, and it really makes me wonder what the future of like woke content on Nintendo is gonna be like, because that was like that's the probably the wokest thing they've ever done, and it didn't really affect me because like I don't play Pokemon Go because I'm not a fucking retard, but um, the fact that they tried that and they got like BTFO so hard, that might be a really good sign for the future of Nintendo software. We'll see. I'm very curious because I think if we like get through the first couple of years with like no woke shit on Nintendo Switch 2, we should be good. I mean, because like woke shit is dying everywhere. So if it just keeps getting more and more unpopular, S-Room is like garbage. It's such a gimmick. Like, oh yeah, just keep. Okay. This is like one of the This is like the most gimmicky Wario Land stage I've ever seen in my life. Like a fucking Mario Party board, and it's like really. Okay. Yeah, like I kind of agree. Like looking at everything Nintendo's doing, like it's just localizers. Like nothing they've done like internally has been woke at all. And like you have like some they them snuck in there, but it doesn't really mean anything. Especially now that like more people are like shitting on like non-binary women and that's becoming more mainstream. Like I mean, like I said this last night when but it feels like people just treat like non-binary women as women, right? Like it doesn't mean anything. It's like it's worse than being bisexual, honestly. Like It means like it has even less credibility than that. But yeah, like um with the changes in like American culture, like that are very prevalent, how long is Nintendo of America gonna be woke? Because like they've had woke employees before, but they've always been reined in. You know, like Allison Rapp is like legit more hardcore than I would say like most people in like the woke community. She's like insane if you've like actually read, if you actually like looked into like what she was saying. When she was working for them, like that chick had her husband take her last name, and like what she cheated on him or something. It's been a while since I read up on what she's been doing. She's on Kiwi Farms, but like I don't I don't know exactly what she's been up to the past decade. But like yeah, like they're based in Seattle. They're like they employ some real scum, right? But like it doesn't really matter as long as it doesn't like affect the product at all. And that's kind of like the thing that's been like really prevalent is that it's not affecting the product at all. Like they don't make the fucking games. So like at their core, like nothing has really changed. Um, like people love like citing Vivian as an example of Nintendo going woke, but that's not really true. Like I denuclearize. I don't. I think I got that one already. Can you not reset the dominoes? Yeah, what's with all the gimmicky levels in this world? It's unfucking believable. Yeah, maybe. I mean, it's like, um, yeah, I don't know. I've been kind of struggling with like video topics lately. I'm not gonna lie. I'm just kind of thinking that like nothing I make is good enough, and like I should be focusing on books anyway. I'm just kind of, I don't know. I don't know what I really want to do with the channel at this point because like uh Sony is irrelevant, right? Like pretend like Nintendo hate is irrelevant. It's just like um at this point like it feels like everybody I grew up hating is like just done. Like nobody's relevant anymore. Like Sean Malmstrom's a joke, like the BitBlock's a joke, like Angry Joe is irrelevant every day. Like what exactly am I fighting against? It just feels as if like I won a long time ago, and like there's just no point in like continuing to show up outside of like just sheer enthusiasm for the hobby. Yeah, I just watched a beat 'em ups video actually before I went live, and he was seething over people liking Mario and Luigi Brothership. I was very amused by that. That he seriously came out and like got upset over people telling him that they loved Brothership because it's very clear at this point that the Brothership thing is just a giant cope, and that like nobody, like everybody, really liked that game. Like YouTubers really threw their their weight behind like a really the wrong horse on that one. A deep lore that nobody else remembers. I don't know. It just I feel like I don't really have the same enthusiasm for this kind of stuff that I used to. Hmm. I don't know. I don't want to like. Hmm. Like I feel like I'd rather just become like a booktuber or a manga reviewer or like I don't know. I made that review of like Kill Blue a couple months back and I was like really proud of it and like, you know, love the manga, love the series, still reading it. And like I don't know, I feel like hmm nobody watched it. It's just kind of it was kind of disappointing honestly because I was so enthusiastic about that series. I don't know. I probably need to stick with it more, but I don't know. I don't know how to I don't know if I can compete in that space. Especially since I'm so openly like anti lolicon and shit like that. Like I feel like in order to like find success on anime YouTube, like you have to like pay lip service to like the weebs in that regard, and I'm not willing to do that. Yeah, that'd be my thing if I entered like the anime community. I'd be like anti like lolicon and anti like Eva and anti like yeah, a lot of sacred anime cows I wouldn't really I wouldn't really have a lot of respect for. I'm sure there's like others. Yeah, I'm shitting on Chainsaw Man right now. Yeah, that's one of my big things is that like it's you still can't like shit on Chainsaw Man even though it's been like bad for a long time now. Uh yeah, I'm curious at what point people are gonna acknowledge that like Harman Smith was right about that one. Oh, here we go. It's sad. It is. Like that series had like so much potential. I I don't know. I was really wondering about this. Like knowing what I know now, would I still like the early arcs? And like I really don't know if I would. I used to say it was like one of my favorite like one of my favorite series. You know, when I was reading it for the first time, like I was so over the moon about it, and then like it goes downhill, and nobody wants to admit it fell off. It's fallen off. Like I agree 100%. And like the thing is, like I haven't stuck with it, so like I actually can't tell you what went wrong. I don't know if Fujimoto was just he needs like an autism handler or what. Like I imagine that's what it is. Like his editors just kind of let him do whatever he wants, and that doesn't fucking work. I don't remember what I said during my review. Does anyone remember what I said? Oh, like it's been a while since I read it, since I like talked about it, but like I yeah, my feeling is that like the Denji character really needed to move past this like this idea of like oops. He needed to move past like being an incel like a long time ago. Like it's not that big of a deal, bro. Like I don't like I feel like Fujimoto has never like gotten past that point himself, and so he doesn't really understand what that's like. I mean, I imagine that's the problem with it is that like the audience are incels and uh here we go. Here we go. There we go. Got it. And like it's the most incel friendly series I think I'm aware of. Like it kind of panders to that kind of mindset. Somebody in denial. I think it's time to call gamers the problem in gaming. I mean, I've been saying that for like I mean, I've said that before. I don't know if I've said it recently, but yeah, I've said that before. Yeah, like gamers are the problem. You know, like they were the ones enabling all the bad practices. They were the ones that came out for the PlayStation 360. You know, they're the ones that downplayed the Wii and all these great like Nintendo IPs. Here, like gamers are the problem. Like all you have to do if you want to fix the industry is stop supporting bad practices, and like you just don't see these people do that like at all. Like even now they're kind of like there's a lot of people shilling for like Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 and shit like that. By the way, like Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, what is with that game and like oh, it sold 2 million units like Mario and Luigi Brothership sold about that much and you didn't see like the industry like bend over backwards trying to hype that game up. You know, if anything they were doing the opposite. They refuse to admit that Nintendo is not woke. I mean that is like a really interesting phenomenon because um there is a tendency of the community to act as if like Nintendo is significantly worse than their competitors when it comes to like censorship and you know fucking over their consumers, you know. Like the idea that Nintendo is anti-consumer is just like fan fiction and yet like a lot of people say that like it's gospel. I don't have a Tard Wrangler myself, so I'm kind of concerned about that, honestly. Um I don't know. A part of me has kind of been concerned about that at like what point like people will get start to get bored of what I'm doing, or if I'm gonna get bored with my own work or something. I don't know. Right now, I'm like working on like The Cattle Have Fangs and President Evil. Actually, I wrote quite a bit of The Cattle Have Fangs over the last day. I've been working on those books, and I mean, they're both radically different. I'm very proud of both of them, and I think both of them are gonna turn out to be great, especially The Cattle Have Fangs. I'm very, very excited about that, but what am I doing wrong? I'm very excited about it, but I'm just kind of wondering if like I don't know if fans will like feel the same way about them. Like a part of me is worried that like people who liked Cool and Beautiful won't like the what the cattle have fangs is doing with Amara's You, because this isn't her being uh like ooh woo like waifu material. This is her like at her most manipulative. So like she's not really a radically different character. She's always been like this, but like I'm kind of emphasizing that aspect of the character more in this one. And I don't know. I'm kind of wondering what people are gonna how they're gonna react to it. What am I supposed to do? What? I didn't even pierce it. Wow. Time up. Wow. So arrow rodent. Okay. So what moves are in my arsenal? Like I can throw things, I can ram. Should I use the headbutt, try to get a running start, and then like just run into it? Oh, I see. You're supposed to. But that rodent, the rodent wasn't there when I. Huh? But he wasn't there when I knocked it down the first time. Was he? I didn't see him. Yeah, it's a joke of a boss fight though. So apparently, because I'm a low IQ mongoloid, I guess I should be watching some South Park because my IQ is so low. South Park really isn't funny. I know I say this like all the time, but like I was watching some clips today, and it kind of is remarkable at how dumb it actually is. Um, yeah, this is a pretty lame boss. Wasn't impressed with the cuckoo either. At least that had like good sprite work, and like it had a pretty interesting like I don't know second phase. But this is like I don't know. This is not great. Wario Land bosses are typically great, fantastic. So it's kind of weird how like lame the ones in this game are. Like in general, it's kind of remarkable like what a big downgrade this is compared to Wario Land 3. Um, I like this game a lot. Not gonna lie, but like it's definitely not as good. I and I would argue it's probably not even as good as two either. It's been so long since I played two, I can't say that for certain, but uh, but I'd say like the best in the series is probably three, and then probably Shake It. Probably. I don't know. I've never finished three, so I imagine I have like a personal preference for like Shake It, but I think three is probably objectively better. Going by my recollection. Yeah, I wonder if we're actually gonna play Master Detective tonight. When is Last Stand Academy coming out? Does anyone know? Cause like I looked at the announcement and they said it was coming out like early 2025, and it's 2025 now, and we still don't have a release date. They released a demo today on PC, so it must be soon, but I could see it coming out in April. Surely it's not coming out in March. Yeah, there's a lot of Switch games we don't know the release date for yet. Like Professor Layton and like Deca Police and like there's a lot of stuff coming out. Um, I don't know if they would like delay that shit for Switch 2 or what, but fake intellectuals play watch Rick and Morty. Man, I love making like Rick and Morty jokes, but like I feel like that shit's been done for a while. I have not heard anyone talk about it. I don't know anybody who watches it. Like you used to see that shit everywhere, but like I haven't seen it in forever. And that's definitely a good thing because Rick and Morty is like it has to be one of the worst things to happen in the last decade. That shit really was obnoxious in its peak. Like the way people thought it was smart, like it was like really embarrassing. Yeah, I have I don't know. Like I have like no respect for like people who watch like adult animation, like none. Or at least like Western adult animation. Cause like all of it is just weird like propaganda-ish, just like liberal arts major just bullshit. Like all of it. Like it's kind of crazy when you like really think about like what Matt and Trey are doing in South Park and realizing that like they're trying to manipulate you into like agreeing with them and their takes. It's just like it's downright manipulative and it's not entertainment. It's like it's propaganda. Um like I grew up being told like I would say that like 90% of like the liberal talking points I heard growing up were like from Brian the funny talking dog. Like that's kind of like my mindset is that like a lot of people were liberals specifically because of Family Guy and then like South Park. Like the insidious thing about South Park is that like people try and say it's not liberal. They always do that thing where like, oh no, they make fun of both sides, but that's not fucking true, like at all. It never has been. But like people like to pretend there was some major shift in 2016. No, they were always pro establishment. Kind of like JoJo's Bizarre. Yeah, JoJo's is another show that's kind of been forgotten. I don't like making fun of JoJo's because like I know I have fans who are like huge fan of JoJo's, but like I I really think that shit was like super astroturfed for whatever reason. Neither was The Simpsons. I agree. Like especially in the case of The Simpsons, like I do think those shows were primarily intended to be propaganda. Um they did a lot to like normalize all sorts of like anti-American sentiments among like the youth. I would say they were probably the most effective like method of it actually. More so than the schools and like everything else they've tried. Um yeah, I would say like a big reason why like things have become more right wing is because like people have stopped watching these shows because people don't find them funny anymore and they're not like able to control people's opinions on like current events like they used to. Like I think that's why like South Park was so effective for a long period for like a certain period was because like they were so topical. But now even their like crazy works release schedule can't keep up with like current events, you know? Like they tried like getting out like an anti-Trump thing like in 2016 because they assumed Hillary would win. Like their entire thing in 2016 was like making fun of Trump with like the stupid like Garrison thing. And yeah, that blew up in their faces when he actually won the presidency. So they never recovered from that really. Um, and they've just been like coping and seething ever since. Marge and Lisa, the smart ones. Yeah, like Lisa, the character is like specifically designed to be right about everything. Um, like the idea is to like make you think the liberal is like smart because she's the liberal. Oh, here we go. Oh, here we go. Oops. But yeah, I think like eventually like in Lisa's case like it became like too formulaic. And like I think it was too obvious at a certain point because like a lot of people will like tell you Lisa's their least favorite character for that reason that because she was like always presented as being in the right. So like I think that's what like South Park tried to do differently was they had like different characters like push the angle in different ways. King of the Hill. I mean, King of the Hill is propaganda too. Like it's the idea is to like demonstrate to conservatives that the world is changing and there's nothing you can do about it, which is not true at all. But I mean, like I said, it's all bad, like all of it. Okay. What? Okay. There has to be another one up here. The hell? Wait, where the hell is it then? Well, I have no idea where it is. Uh, well, it's pretty late, so I guess we'll have to beat it tomorrow. Wait. Oh, we did get it. Okay, I didn't even notice, like an idiot. Okay. I don't know. Could we beat this today then? I mean, yeah, there's one more level to go, and then we have to beat the boss, and then we have to do the final boss. I don't know. I might stay up and do it. Hotel horror. Wait a minute. Are there vampires here? Surely there are. Here we go. Come on. God, yeah, just an axe murderer. Fuck. Okay. Do we have any Nintendo characters that are like fucking vampires? The closest I can think of are like Slayer's wife Sharon in Guilty Gear. That's exactly what I think of when I think vampire. Oh, I see. Like it looks gray, but it's actually wow. Okay, kind of a boring area, huh? Okay. Yeah, there are a lot of stages in this game that feel unfinished somehow. I don't. Did they rush this game out? It kind of feels rushed. What? Why can't I break this? Yeah, I would have liked to play something else today, but yeah, I'm not super enthusiastic about playing a puzzle level. Maybe if I could breeze right through it, but so what does the exclamation mark do? Wait, Yeah, I think we're gonna have to beat this level later. Honestly, I just don't think I'm gonna have the time to figure this out. Kind of tired. You know, Tales of Vesperia. Oh man, I gotta get through that. I mean, we're getting through my backlog at least. Yeah, I would hate to end the stream now, but yeah, technically I have like 10 minutes left. I don't have time for shit. Hmm. Yeah, maybe I should just end the stream now. I really wish I could have finished Wario Land, but yeah, I have another day of work to go, and I suppose I should just go to bed. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. Okay. Uh, Link's Awakening. We really should play that. Need better than Dory? Why? What do you mean? Like, what do you mean better than Dory? What have I done? Tactics Ogre. Let's see. It's so weird, like looking back and realizing that, like, wow, I actually finished another Code R. Brothership, Wonder, Tears of the Kingdom. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, there was some game I wanted to play again, but I don't remember what it was. Yeah, because of Kiwame. Yeah, no. Engage. Was it Bayonetta 3? I don't know. I want to do everything in Bayonetta 1 before I go back to 3. Um, River City Girl Zero. I love that game. I really do. Uh, and you know what? I think we might like that might be fun to play again. I can't believe Limited Run Games is a legit publisher now. What else have they done? Like everyone complains about them, but I really like some of the stuff they've done with like River City Girls and stuff like that. Baldur's Gate, Tennis Aces, Near Automata. I don't know. I might as well, right? I'm not playing a lot right now, so it might be a good idea to like try and get through stuff like that. Let's see, Monkey Ball, Pikmin 1, Sonic Colors, Klonoa. Ooh. Tomb Raider. Yeah, that's what I wanted. Okay, yeah, because they released 4 through 6, and I never actually did finish any of these. It might be nice to beat these one of these days. Moon. Yeah, I haven't finished that either. I keep re-downloading it and then not actually playing it. I guess we could try to do it. I do intend on doing it one of these days, but yeah, I've been putting it off for a long time. I think you've harassed me about this before. Well, not really harassed. Star Wars. Oh yeah, yeah, Onimusha. We wanted that. Yeah, we gotta get through Onimusha again before the sequel comes out. I was like playing it again anyway, but okay, Ringo. Let's see. Yeah, Mario Rabbids. I don't know what it is with like Mario Rabbids and me not finishing it, but I mean, I'm not super into it. But Ghost Trick. Yeah, I might as well re-download it now. One Piece Pirate Warriors 4. Yeah, I don't think so. Star Ocean. No. Paper Mario. No. Ooh. I still have not played Cadence of Hyrule. Every time I try, and I just genuinely don't enjoy it. Um, Pikmin 4, haha, no. Pac-Man 99. Yeah, I think I think we're gonna have to like just buy new games. It feels like we got through a huge chunk of my backlog over the past several months or last year or so. Deathmark, what was that? I don't think I remember that one. Do I even own that? Avery Attorney, Mario Party, Ooh. Uh, yeah, I think by the looks of it, we're gonna have to like start buying new games because yeah, it looks like I've kind of run out of shit to play. Kind of. Okay, hang on. Yeah, I want to see what else Limited Run has put out. Oh, yeah, this is Way Forward. Okay. Wait, but it said it was put out by Limited Run. Wait, that's what I wanted. Okay. They put out a Ruby game. Yeah, Clock Tower Rewind. That is Limited Run owned by Way Forward? Is that what this is implying? Yeah, I own a bunch of this shit. Yeah. Yeah, I'm a big fan of like River City Girls and Shantae in general. Well, especially River City Girls. So like, I don't know. They also did Clock Tower, but Deathmark? Do I have that? I didn't see it. I don't remember that. That's not that weird Korean horror game I have. Like, is it? Like, I don't know. Yeah, I probably should end the stream. My food's done, so I think I'm gonna eat and go to bed. I'm done with Way Forward, really. Clock Tower was that bad? I mean, I didn't buy it myself because I don't support certain people attached to the project, but uh, yeah, it's definitely disappointing to hear. I was a big fan of Way Forward back in the day. Yeah, Darkwood, Dauntless, Dawn of the Breakers, Dawn of the Monsters. Okay, I hated that one. Detective Pikachu, DMC. Yeah, I don't own Deathmark. What were you talking about? Deathmark? I don't see shit. Oh, okay. Yeah, top tier adventure game. Okay. So I don't own it. Okay. Yeah, I was kind of confused. Like, what are you talking about? Yeah, so hmm. Yeah, I don't think I've ever heard of that one. Yeah, I have so much bullshit. It's really hard for me to keep. Oh yeah, this just got a sequel, didn't it? I don't know. Maybe I should try this again. I got a good way into it. Uh Wait, Binary Haze? Not non-binary? Wait, so is this studio actually based? Clock Tower has Sphere Hunter in it. I mean, that's the only reason I didn't buy it. I was really fired up about supporting it until like, because I really wanted to play that game, right? Until they revealed that. So now if I ever play it, it's probably gonna be like, I think you can like legit play it in your browser on like some website. I actually did go ahead and check it out. I didn't actually play it, but yeah, it wouldn't be that hard to get a hold of. But like, yeah, it's I Deathmark. Okay, fine. I'll add it to my wish list. Deathmark. Hang on. Sounds like a generic name. Have you recommended it? I don't remember that. I don't. Deathmark. Have I looked at it before? I don't remember. Okay, Deathmark. Spear Hunter Deathmark 2. Uh, you have been marked. When someone appears in your stream and recommends this game, you're going to be killed in 7 days. Wait, what? No, I'm joking. You have been marked. A strange rumor is spreading through the shadows of Tokyo's H City, a mysterious disfigurement like a grotesque birthmark. Anyone who receives the mark, okay, divide your memories. You're okay. I don't know. I don't think I'm typically into adventure games, but yeah, okay. I'll add it to my wish list. I'll pick it up eventually. Yeah, I don't know when I'm gonna get around to it though, because I have a lot of other games to play. Oh, that's right. Yeah, I was ignoring recommendations for a long time because I had someone come into my stream and recommend a game he worked on. Yeah, does anyone remember that? Like it was that bullshit like indie game. Unbelievable. Still can't believe I did that. I mean, I was specifically looking for recommendations, but that was definitely a huge Harman Smith L. The fact that I did that. Yes, slop tubers. Yeah, it really needs to stop. I didn't like that either. Pro ZD was in it. Like the River City Girls are voiced by YouTubers I've never heard of. I still don't know their names. I love the fucking characters, and I'll never learn their names. We'll never bother to. Like, yeah, that's definitely a big L on WayForward's part. Like, we don't need streamers. I don't want to see them. I don't want to hear about them. I don't. Um, yeah, I don't like them. I don't like hearing about them. Like my thing with Pro ZD, like, does anyone else get the feeling that like he specifically tries to voice like fan favorite characters? Like Eagle is like I think was the most popular like CO in the original games, and like he conveniently gets to voice him. Like it's just like I don't know. I am not a big fan of Pro ZD's voice acting career. I don't know. Quote unquote, I don't know. He's like he actually puts effort into it and he actually has like credentials and I don't know. Like I definitely I suppose I think more highly of him than I do like Yongye, but like I don't know. That's like bottom of the barrel just slop, you know. And like there's the issue of like the voice actor only being relevant because of the YouTube channel. It's like the idea that you're gonna get famous from voice acting is just not gonna happen. Like I'm very curious. I'm very curious on like what the actual like metrics are for this. Like ProZD is like the face of like telling people that like voice actors need to be paid like millions of dollars. Like, and I don't I don't know. I mean, I know he like says things like that, but I know it's not a joke. But at the same time, it's like it must be pretty bad. Limited Run hates its buyers. I bought from them once. I bought like the No More Heroes set for them from them. I showed it off on stream. My problem with it, well, first of all, I blew like $200 on this limited set that was like that I could have invested or done something with. Like legit, real talk, like that got me into investing because I felt like I wasted money on like some bullshit otaku like nonsense. But like, yeah, like my thing with it was that it was like uh the stuff wasn't high quality. You know, they have like a retrospective written by like some game journal that's like retarded. I was so offended reading it out loud. I don't remember what was said in it, but it was typical like leftist like game journal just reimagining of like No More Heroes. You know, like their take on like what the game is, which is of course nothing like what it actually is at all, and they're just kind of co-opt it, but um yeah, like I felt like it was overpriced and like I didn't like a lot of the things they said. I mean, I got a CD and I got a flag that I never hung up. But yeah, I really need to get that flag hung up. I still have it. It's just I don't know. Like I being a big No More Heroes fan, like I do kind of appreciate like having that thing, but wouldn't do it again. Like I've never done it since. I've never bought from them since, and I totally understand why people don't like them. And I don't. I've never really formally disavowed them because I don't personally have any like ill feelings towards them. Like I said, I love River City Girls and stuff like that. But yeah, I can see why people don't like them. In my opinion. But yeah, like the bit like about I like again, this is why I'm like telling people that I don't know where the channel is going because like I don't know anything about Avowed. I don't know the developers. I don't know who's publishing it. I don't know what people are angry. You know, I don't care, probably because I'm actually playing video games and I'm writing books. I'm setting Pac-Man high scores, like I'm doing shit in my personal life, right? Like I'm not like talking about Avowed. That's another thing that gets me about like people complaining about like video games. Like, why don't you just go out to an arcade and play Pac-Man? If you really think games are so bad, why don't you just play more Pac-Man? Like that's kind of my mindset on that. You can easily blow like an hour on that a week. It's never stops being fun. It's the perfect arcade game. Like no political agenda, unless you read that weird like parody article you could find online about how like Pac-Man is some like allegory for the endless consumption of capitalists or something. There's some like article out there that like tries to make Pac-Man political. Yeah, I wonder if I could find it. Um, yeah, it might be fun to do. Hang on, let's see if we can find it real quick. Pac-Man political meaning. Uh, I think it's like Pac-Man symbolism or something. What the hell? Okay, that's a new one that's not as fun. The most universally recognized of the arcade machines, Pac-Man's central icon is the player's avatar, his on-screen representation, his not there. So yeah, this is proof that the they them shit is fake. Uh, his on-screen representation, the game's eponymous voracious yellow three-quarter circle. By removing a simple pizza slice, Namco game designer Toru Iwatani, RIP, breathed life into the simplest geometric form, turning it into a snapping mouth. Lovable, but hungry. Always hungry. All the time chomping with want just like the player it represents. The Pac-Man must eat its way through the 240 dots and 4 Power Pill Energizer dots that line his blue, bilaterally symmetrical maze, while dodging or, when under the fleeting influence of a Power Pill, eating the game's antagonists, the 4 Pac-Man ghosts. The Pac-Man's insatiable hunger for the dots and power pills that fill the corridors of his maze world suggest weighty parallels, such as the ravenous hunger for more life that Darwin saw in all species, any one of which would overpopulate and overrun the Earth if not for the predatory ghosts of natural selection. Also, we are reminded of Marx's need of a constantly expanding market that chases the bourgeois over the entire surface of the globe, Communist Manifesto, with the vocation to approach by quantitative increase as near as possible to absolute wealth, capital. I actually have not read Marx. I really should. Um, Casting the Pac-Man in the role of corporate anti-hero in a utopian fantasy where the agents protesting his unfettered domination of the maze world actually defeat him in the end. Obvious metaphors lurking just beneath the surface of the game. Oh no. Suspiciously obvious. These kinds of interpretations belie the poverty of imagination that has become all too typical of practitioners of the interpretive arts. If Pac-Man and the games that followed in its wake mean anything to us, if they are essential switching stations through which thousands of our most important memories are rooted, it is our duty to dig deeper. To us, the Pac-Man's lives appear short, cheap, and relatively inconsequential once we discover the overwhelming importance of sex and money. But if we perform a thought experiment and try to occupy a Pac-Man's subjectivity, we will realize that these 3 short spans are not so short to him. We must allow that each dot eaten takes on a meaning for the Pac-Man that we can barely fathom. I suggest that if we, through force of imagination, were to dilate time to experience it as the Pac-Man does, and increase the resolution to allow us to read as much into each pixel as the Pac-Man must, we would not see the identical dots as identical at all. When the microscopic differences in each pixel are made large, each dot will possess a snowflake's uniqueness. And the acquisition of each, no, the experience of each, will bring the Pac-Man a very specific and distinct joy of sorrow.
I love how he always calls it the Pac-Man. That's just amazing. The dots all rack up points equally, of course. In retrospect, however, some are revealed as wrong choices, links in a chain of wrong choices that trace out a wrong path leading to a withering demise beneath the adorable and utterly unforgiving eyes of Blinky, Inky, Pinky, or Clyde. As anyone who ever played the game seriously must know, the order in which the dots are experienced is of great importance. For each labyrinth, there are rigid and precise patterns through the maze, i.e., specific sequences of dot acquisition, that, if followed with a samurai's unwavering arrow into hell certainty, allow the knowing of Pac-Man to ascend from level to level with zen ease and deliberateness. An often overlooked, seemingly minor feature of the game has implications which, once unraveled, are more radical than anything heretofore discussed. In the middle of each maze, on the left and right sides of the labyrinth, there are two identical tunnels that lead off the borders of the screen. These tunnels are connected, with the left tunnel leading to the right and the right to the left. In itself, this disappearing off one of the screen to reappear on the opposite side broke no new ground. In Atari's Asteroids, for instance, a player's ship can do as much. When his asteroid ship leaves the screen, however, it reappears on the other side instantaneously. Thus, the three-dimensional space described by Asteroid's two-dimensional screen is a continuous, perfect sphere. In Pac-Man, this is not the case at all. When a Pac-Man disappears into one of the off-screen mid-maze tunnels, there is a lag of about half a second before he reemerges on the other side. Assuming his speed remains constant, we can extrapolate some other dimensional space of approximately 6 dots length that the Pac-Man must traverse each time he goes through the off-screen tunnel. Were it not for the pursuing ghosts, he could remain in this off-screen space indefinitely. In its evocation of an unseen world beyond the rectangle of the scene screen, Pac-Man forces us to reckon with a space that is real, yet never experienced directly, empirically, an area where no points can be earned, yet one crucial to the successful completing of the higher level screens. The truly tapped in player never forgets the off screen tunnels, like a religious man with one mental foot planted firmly in the hereafter. Pac-Man is the world's first metaphysical video game. Like a black hole's event horizon, the impassable behavior of its CRT screen hides a richness we can speculate about, but never experience directly. What happens in its unseen regions? Perhaps the laws that reign there are not the brutal laws of a maze. Perhaps the tunnels move through an endless valhalla of energizer dots with no ghosts in sight. Tantalizingly close. If only we could break free. Except in the game, they can go through the fucking tunnel, you retard. But anyway, there is a world beneath the glass that we could never know. Wow, what a deep piece of work. How how profound. Wow. Okay. Yeah, that's not the one I was talking about. Yeah, it's not the one I'm talking about. How many of you knew there was another meaning behind Pac-Man? The pack, path of ascension consciousness, navigates through the maze of life, collecting the lessons and energy that guide it forward. Every step is purposeful, every move designed to illuminate the next path. All the while, it seeks the sacred white pellets, symbolic of higher understanding and pure light. But there is a catch. The pack is relentlessly pursued by the ghost of its past, each one embodying the colors of the chakras. These specters represent fears, traumas, and blockages tied to each set energy center, chasing the pack through the twists and turns of existence. When the pack intakes the white light, everything changes. The ghosts lose their grip, their colors fade, and they become white as well. revealing that the fears that they held were mere illusions. In that moment, the past dissolves and the truth emerges. The pack is free to embrace its higher self, no longer a prisoner of its shadows, but an embodiment of its light. Yeah, I'm trying to find the specific one I was talking about. But yeah, man. Yeah, it's crazy how like it's crazy how much like internet culture has kind of like fell by the wayside and become like just lost media. It's possible that the website that was on the article I was talking about isn't up anymore, which is which would be a shame if it was true. I mean, if people keep doing the same joke. I don't know. I was thinking maybe I should do it. That might be funny. Mm. But yeah, yeah, I need to end the stream and get to bed so I can get up tomorrow and do what I did today all over again. So yeah, yeah, thank you all for tuning in, and I will see you all next time. Thank